Well, my name is John Rogers, and I've had my house up for sale for over a year and a half. And I gave up on realtors, and I listed it myself through Realtor.com and Zillow and all that, and got very little response with that. And finally, a buyer did show up, but after I signed with Frank, and Frank was willing to work with me. Even though I had him, we were under contract at that point, he was willing to work with me with my private buyer. So that fell through. And Frank, during all that time, advised me through the process and told me that he could get more money for our property. And sure enough, when that fell through, he eventually put it on the multiple listing, and the property sold in a week's time. And we couldn't be happier. And Frank has been guiding us all the way through it, giving us the right advice, telling us when to go, when to slow down on things, and he just is very professional and very experienced and knowledgeable in real estate. So I give him a full endorsement on real estate. If anybody ever needs a real professional, Frank's the guy. Everything was done so cleanly. He had his own team come in and do the things they needed to do automatically, and it was seamless. Everything was seamless. Now, that may not be with every situation, but for us, we hardly had it on the market. We had it on the market for a week, and it was very quiet. The people that did come look at the house, it wasn't that big of a deal, and sure enough, he just sold it in a week's time. He produced the right buyers, and also in doing so, had the buyers negotiate on their price, because we did this on a contingency, and he had to renegotiate their price, and it worked out that they were able to sell their house quickly, and we're in escrow, and things are going swimmingly well, so we're happy. I had 3 other realtors in the previous time we had it on the market, and the difference was I wasn't being updated as to what they were doing to try to sell our house. I wasn't getting the information, how they were marketing it, what they were doing to sell the house, and their only answer to it was, let's drop the price, let's drop the price, let's drop the price. And every time, and I dropped the price, but I still didn't get the same results. And my whole thing was to have a real estate agent, give them 4 months, 6 months total, if they look like they're working it. And I signed 2 of them up for an extra 2 months and all that, but I still didn't get the results that I wanted, nowhere near it. And then Frank came in, and same thing, was gonna do the same thing, and he had it sold in a week. The photos and the video tour and the 3D video tour really made a difference, because people can get right on their computer, look it up, do the tour of the whole home, and we can find out if this is something that they're really interested in, because it's showing them the whole home inside and out. It was fantastic. I've never seen anything like it. I thought that the quality was just excellent, superb, and we were very pleased with it. I even showed it to some friends, and they couldn't believe it. They thought it was just absolutely excellent. And it did produce a lot of results. Some of the people that came and looked at the house even remarked on the video tours itself, because it did really make a difference that they had to see the house for themselves. The other thing too is we screened our buyers, our potential buyers. We didn't want to just have looky-loos come in the house. And I made it known to Frank that, look, we got to stop this, because we want qualified, interested buyers. We don't want somebody who's curious just looking at a house. Mm-hmm. So we told him, if you could route those people out, screen them out, find the difference, and just keep them from coming in and wasting our time and their time. And he did that, and remarkably well. So we were so pleased with that, and everything just turned out very well for us, so we couldn't be happier.
I was alleviated from that pain of having to clean for hours and hours for somebody to walk through for 5 minutes. It was agonizing. Clean once for your, I think 1 person that came through, and never have to worry about it again. So that made me very happy.
Well, this is the result is we're in escrow, and that's the important thing.
Yay!
Well, I just want to say that, our property was over $1 million, and from what I understand in that price range, property is a lot more difficult to move and sell because of the different qualifications. There isn't as many people that are upgrading to that level. So Frank brought in the right customers and made that happen. It was quick and easy. I recommend him strongly in that upper 1 million plus range and above. And he did such an excellent job on that. So we highly recommend Frank for that.